Welcome to our Chaplaincy Sunday Pause for Thought. My wife and I have been hugely impressed recently during this lockdown period, impressed by the exceptional levels of service offered and delivered by both our milkmen and by the supermarket drivers when they've delivered our order online. And it's been really noticeable. It's been in stark contrast to the previous lower levels of service that we sometimes received before lockdown when we used to go to the supermarkets each week. My wife and I both recall a couple of occasions when we approached different supermarkets assistants to be met with this look of, "Why are you bothering me?" Strange, isn't it? Even when it's part of some people's job descriptions, it doesn't come naturally to us perhaps to want to serve others. But being servants to one another is something that God calls us to. I love the story in the 24th chapter of the book of Genesis in the Bible, the story of Rebecca, where we read of this lady Rebecca who serves graciously the needs of a stranger. A stranger arrives in her town and is thirsty after a long journey, and she serves him by way of drawing water from a well for him to drink. And then her level of service goes beyond the ordinary. She goes the extra mile. She then offers and goes on to water all his 10 camels. Now, you may say that's no big deal. So she got some water for his camels, so what? But the ante goes up somewhat when we realize that what she what she had to do, she would have to draw that water from the well for all those camels, and then she would have to carry it from there to the drinking trough where the camels were. And of course, each camel, depending on the heat of the season they were in, depending on the weight of the cargo that they'd been carrying, dependent on how long they'd gone without water until that point, camels could drink between 5 and 25 gallons of water. That makes you think, doesn't it, about just how far she went in her service of that stranger. It's a great illustration, this story of Rebecca, of serving the needs of others. Serving always starts with humility. Servants look for ways to anticipate and respond to the needs of others, even when that response requires personal sacrifice, when it requires inconvenience and even hard work. Servants go above and beyond, especially when they have very little to gain. Let me leave you with a thought for this week. These are the words of Martin Luther King Jr. He said this. He said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a university degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace. You only need a soul generated by love."